Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we actually played in the second round of the FA Cup and we somehow managed to beat Huddersfield. I mean, it was kind of convincingly. We did concede goal at first, but this is Arsenal's strategy. They concede goals, but then they always strike very good. They always do well. They always put pressure on the opponents. And that's how they got the win. So they move on to the next round in the FA Cup. But we'll be getting to that later as Arsenal's next match is against Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, we actually versed Nottingham Forest. And the only reason we won was because of that last goal against Eddie Nketiah. So Nottingham Forest are not looking to actually have this game at their own home stadium, but also are looking to get some revenge. Because Nottingham Forest, they were pretty close to actually get a win against us. But it is what it is. Their player was pretty good. And I mean, Arsenal's substituted striker was pretty good. So yeah, this is going to be very good. I'm just saying, Nottingham versus Arsenal. The reason why is because Aston Villa has dropped a point. They dropped 2 points after drawing to Newcastle. And now this could be our opportunity. As if we actually get a win against Nottingham Forest, we could get up to second place. I mean, we don't know if Man City can get a win. They will most likely get a win and probably stay 6 points ahead of us. But if we have this kind of chance, this kind of hope, we will do what is best for Arsenal. But anyway, I really hope you enjoy this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe as it really helps me a lot. It gives me a lot of motivation. And please, I really beg of you to please subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's enjoy this episode. Alright guys, we're here to see our last Premier League match for this month. That means January. As we take on Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. And looks like Arsenal, they're actually doing pretty good. But they just have to be a bit consistent. And I mean by being consistent, they just have to really not lose points to such teams like that. But anyway, Alex Romero's made a move to Bayer Leverkusen. And as you saw in the standings, Aston Villa did drop 2 points in this. They're actually with 50 points. But we actually have a chance. If we get a win, we can actually tie with Aston Villa. But based on points differential, we could actually be ahead of them. But anyway, let's go to match day. And obviously there's nothing. Nottingham Forest has their player. They have Joe, Dennis, Brennan Johnson is still there. In real life, he's actually playing for Spurs. Shelby, Mangala, Frula, Nyakate, Oria, Saiz, Aina, and Turner. I'm pretty sure we should really get a win against them. Look at that. Felipe, Paulista, Morgan Gibbs-White, Danilo Avoni, Martinez, Hovat. Nottingham Forest are basically going with their second preference. Mostly their second preference players. So this should be an easy win against Nottingham Forest no matter what. But let's take a look at our squad. And as you can see right here, everyone is fit. But there are some players who are complaining for, lack of game time and such. So we're going to see who is kind of unhappy. And if they're unhappy, we will feature them. So Zinchenko's quite unhappy and he's content. Same thing with Ben White and Bukayo Saka. But obviously, the player who's not happy is Emil Smith-Rowe. I mean, he's not, I don't know. Let's see what his morale is. He's kind of content. He's kind of happy with his position. Reece Nelson is very happy. Rob Holding, I don't mind him being unhappy because he doesn't have a pretty good pace. That's all I got to tell you. And after that hat-trick, Pepe is already happy. So, yep. But he just needs a bit of rest. And I think Zinchenko's quite a fatigued. But I think we can trust him. He needs a bit of game time, so yeah. I don't want to lose another left back. We're already going to lose Kane and Tierney, so why lose another left back? But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's enjoy this amazing game. Alright guys, we have Gabriel Jesus, the current top scorer of the Premier League with 24 goals. On the verge of actually overtaking Mo Salah with his 32 goals. Can this be possible? Looks like we're up against Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. That is actually the name of the stadium for the Forests. So Nottingham Forest are really looking for redemption here. They were very close in beating us. But obviously an own goal from Nottingham Forest and then the match-winning goal from Eddie Nketiah might have completely broke the hearts of the Forest. But this time, this is at their home ground, the City ground. And they're actually looking for redemption. So Arsenal has a chance to be second place. But when they actually have chance, they just somehow throw it away. Now let's take a look at Nottingham Forest starting 11. Pretty silent, the music's not playing in the background. But anyway, Matt Turner's there. Henry Toffolo, Roman Saiz, Moussa Niakate, Serge Aurier, Remo Freuler, Shelby's there. And obviously Brennan Johnson, the main threat for Forest. Steve Cooper's actually the manager for Nottingham Forest. Now he's currently the manager of Leicester City. Because Enzo Maresca's at that time is the manager of Leicester City. So yeah, well in this game. But anyway, Arsenal starting 11. The usual front 11. Aaron Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Camavinga, Havertz, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, and Gabriel Jesus. And obviously Mikel Arteta is in the manager as usual. Eddie Nketiah is probably the player to watch. He scored that match-winning goal against Nottingham Forest. So I'm probably not surprised if he can actually do it again. Alright. Who's actually going to be kicking it off first? I have a feeling it's going to be the Forest. But they actually did kick it off first when it was at the Emirates. So we're actually going to be starting the match with a kickoff. But this time at Nottingham's home ground. It looks like Bukayo Saka has it. But he loses the ball to Mangala. Orel Mangala has it. Finds Remo Freuler, the Swiss player. Finds Shelby. Shelby finds Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis. But what a tackle from Gabriel. Gabriel finds Saka. Bukayo Saka has it. Saka crosses this one. Finds Gabriel Jesus. Jesus finds Havertz. Havertz shoots. But what a save from Matt Turner. Always likes to turn things around. Pun intended. But anyway. But yeah, looks like Arsenal is one of the top scoring teams. But that's only because this is tactical view. And tactical view intend to actually score more goals when you actually control that team. And this could be a chance for Nottingham Forest to score one. And they do. With a score from Mangala. And as usual, Arsenal concede. I'm not sure if this is their third time that they're actually conceding. I don't know. Because they did this against Crystal Palace. I'm just kind of confused. I don't know. They did this first against Peterborough United. Then to Huddersfield. I don't know if this is going to be deja vu again. It's just that Arsenal's defense is sometimes a bit... They're just sus. I don't know. But yeah, Orel Mangala, the Belgian player, scores the goal to put Nottingham in front. And looks like Arsenal, they really need to strike up first. Camavinga has it. Still Camavinga. Camavinga finds Martin Odegaard. Still Odegaard. Odegaard finds Gabriel. Still Gabriel. Gabriel finds Zinchenko. A through ball pass to Zinchenko. Still Zinchenko. Zinchenko finds Havertz. Goes slowly. But Matt Turner saves this one again. This is their second shot, but none of them is actually going in. And it's all because of this second preference keeper. That is Matt Turner. Their second goalkeeper, Matt Turner. Because Horvath is actually their main keeper, but he's subbed off for some reason. Maybe for his poor performance. Saka's crossing this one in. But obviously headed away. Martinelli has it. Still Martinelli. Still Gabriel Martinelli. Still Martinelli. Martinelli shoots, but Matt Turner saves this one again. Another chance for Arsenal. Another chance squandered. But it's anyway another corner kick. And it's going to be Saka again to take the corner. This is actually going to be pretty interesting. Crosses this one in. Tries to find Odegaard, but gets blocked away. Still Martinelli. Tries to go with a back heel pass, but Martinelli still has it. Martinelli shoots, but it's blocked. And it's cleared away. This time for real. Shelby has it. Now Shelby tries to skill the player, but finds Freuler. Freuler finds Mangala. Or I don't think it's Mangala, it's Emmanuel Dennis. Dennis finds Freuler. Freuler finds Niakate. Niakate finds Emmanuel Dennis. Dennis actually tries to go in front, but he finds that player at the far end. And this could be Nottingham Forest's second chance if they time this perfectly. Now here's Uizhou, the Chinese player or Korean player. I don't think it's a Chinese, it's a South Korean player. Tries to actually pass, but a wonderful tackle, a wonderful block. Now Odegaard has it, but he's in pressure mode. So he has to find, which he does. But we don't know if it's actually going to... I thought it was going to be a wasteful pass from Odegaard, but Zinchenko somehow collects it. This could be a chance for Zinchenko to shoot, but he somehow finds Havertz. He could have actually gone by himself and shoot that one, but he actually became unselfish and finds Havertz. And Matt Turner makes another save. So Arsenal are dominating this one, but for some reason Matt Turner somehow becomes clutch for Nottingham Forest. And Martinelli is actually the one to take the corner. This could be crucial. He crosses this one in. But Saiss makes a good block. Finds William Saliba though. Still Saliba. Saliba finds Havertz. Havertz finds Odegaard. But Odegaard just messes up with the touch. And Matt Turner just collects this one. But another mistake from Nottingham Forest gives Arsenal a chance. Now here's Ben White. Ben White finds Bukayo Saka. Still Saka. Saka's away. This could be a chance. And he scores the equalizer. What a goal from Bukayo Saka, the English star boy. And that was a wonderful assist from Ben White. Matt Turner tried his best to save this one. He's made a lot of saves, but just not enough. A wonderful shot from Bukayo Saka just went through him. Saka gets a goal for Arsenal, and a much needed one, as they were actually the ones to dominate, but Matt Turner really came clutch. But in the 42nd minute, they finally get the equalizer. But now it looks like Nottingham Forest, they were the ones to actually score first, but they actually had few chances. Now here's Emmanuel Dennis. Still Dennis. Dennis finds Remo Friola. Friola finds Shelby. Shelby finds Emmanuel Dennis. Dennis finds Shelby. Shelby back passes to Friola. Friola finds Shelby. Still Shelby. But what a defense from Arsenal then. Saliba has it. And it's going to be half-time with both these sides locked with 1-1. But it was all thanks to Bukayo Saka scoring the equalizing goal before half-time struck. But are there going to be changes for Arsenal? Obviously, at the 11th minute, Aurel Mangala was actually the first player to score the goal. But Arsenal they actually tried their best. They were actually putting that much chances on Forest, putting that much pressure on the Forest. But Matt Turner really came clutch, made saves after save. Then in the 36th minute, Zinchenko became unselfish. And then he squared it to Havertz, but it was a weak shot from him. Probably with his weak foot. But Matt Turner made another save. But then Saka, with a cool, complacent finish, equalizing it just in the nick of time. As halftime with Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 1. And for some reason, Man City are currently level with Burnley, 0-0. So as it stands, it wouldn't actually change. Unless it all comes down to the team management. Saliba actually kind of fatigued there. So there should be some players looking for changes. So yeah, we will be making some changes here for Arsenal. So as usual, don't go anywhere. Alright, looks like Arsenal has made 2 changes. With Zinchenko coming off for Kane and Tierney, and Saliba coming off for Hurricane Timber. Looks like the Dutchman really needs to impress Arteta there, since he's already at the bench. But now he's actually in the pitch, or on the pitch. Now here's Hwang Ui-jo finds Toffolo. Toffolo finds Shelvey. He's actually losing a bit of stamina, so he needs to find players, but Odegaard makes a wonderful interception. And Odegaard finds Bukayo Saka, who has that much pace in him. This guy has a lot of space, so he has to find a pretty good pass. But it's still Saka. Still Bukayo Saka. Still Bukayo Saka. Saka finds Martinelli. Martinelli finds Havertz. Havertz shoots, and he puts Arsenal in front. This is amazing from the Arsenal vice-captain, Kai Havertz, to put Arsenal in front. But it all came up from that wonderful play from Saka, finding Martinelli. Martinelli just manages to find Havertz, and Havertz in the nick of time just scores this one. He was pretty unlucky. He had more shots, but Matt Turner was actually turned out to be the better of him.
Goal for Arsenal, number 29, Kai Havertz.
But this time Havertz comes out in front over Matt Turner. But Nottingham Forest, they're actually thinking of equalizing this. And as you can see right here, transfer confirmed. Velasquez has actually made a move to Bayern Munich. Now here's Orel Mangala. Could be a chance for Nottingham Forest to score an equalizer with a header. But Ramsdale makes a pretty good save. And Ramsdale actually just goes berserk there. But at what cost? It actually gives Nottingham Forest another chance to get themselves back into the game. Hwang Ui-jo actually makes a good cross, but no one actually came in for the help. And now here's Kai Havertz coming all the way from defense. Coming all the way from attack to defense. He gets tackled, but luckily it's a throw in for Arsenal. And Dennis comes off for Awuni. And Taiwo Awuni is actually pretty good. So this could be trouble for Arsenal. Now here's Martinelli. Martinelli finds Kane and Tierney, but he somehow manages to get the ball after losing a bit of his balance. Finds Camavinga. Still Camavinga. Still Eduardo Camavinga. Still Camavinga. But he gets tackled. And Orel Mangala is actually the one to have it. He finds Serge Aurier. A lot of space for Forest there. He's actually thinking of crossing this one. He does. And Hwang Ui-jo has it. He shoots. It hits the post and into the net. From the South Korean. Scores the equalizer for Nottingham Forest. Ramsdale pretty got unlucky there. Ramsdale could have made that save, but the post might have not favored Ramsdale there. It actually hit the post, but into the net. It looks like Arsenal are making another substitution. Odegaard actually comes off for Emil Smith-Rowe. And now we're back to a level pegging term. This is actually a deja vu.
Substitution for Nottingham Forest. Coming off the pitch, number 6, John Joe Shelvey. To be replaced by number 10, Morgan Gibbs-White.
So it looks like Gibbs-White comes in for Shelvey. Jesus has it. Jesus finds Saka. Saka manages to skill Matt Turner there. Oh my goodness. This has to be one of the highlights for Arsenal's wonderful goal there. Oh my goodness. A wonderful pass from Gabriel Jesus. Saka just skilling Matt Turner there and scores. This is ballistic here from the Arsenal wonder boy. And looks like Camavinga is going to be coming off for Declan Rice.
Goal for Arsenal, number 7, Bukayo Saka.
This could be a chance here for Nottingham Forest. They're looking to actually get an equalizer. Because after Arsenal score, then they actually just sit back. So that's what Arsenal are trying not to do. They're trying their best to defend very well. Now here's Mangala. Still Mangala. Mangala shoots, but what a save from Aaron Ramsdale. And now Kai Havertz comes in for Leandro Trossard. After just scoring a goal. Now Arsenal, they have to defend pretty well. This is already the 80th minute. And Brennan Johnson's actually going to be the one to take the corner. He crosses this one. But Emil Smith-Rowe he almost cleared this one. And that could have been a chance for Nottingham Forest to equalise this one. But just this time, the post favoured Ramsdale there. Because it actually hit the post, but just goes wide. But luckily it's a corner kick though, because Ramsdale did actually have a touch on it. And I thought that could have been a defensive error here from Arsenal, but Ramsdale, just in the nick of time, collects the ball. And what a throw from, or kick from Ramsdale as he finds Jesus. Jesus finds Saka. All the Arsenal players are offside, so Saka has to think wisely. He finds Ben White. Ben White finds Rice. Rice shoots, but Rice makes a good save. Or Reese makes a good save, I don't know. Hwang Ai-ju has it. And Morgan Gibbs-White tries to get nicked there, but Ramsdale just saves this one again. Another chance for Forest, another chance squandered. And that was a wonderful play from Gabriel Jesus. Smith-Rowe should easily score this one, and that's game done and dusted. Wow. We thought it was going to be an equalising goal from Nottingham Forest, but it turned out to be the other way around. A wonderful pass from Aaron Ramsdale. Jesus with another interventional play, finding Emil Smith-Rowe. And Smith-Rowe, he's basically missed a clutch. He did that against Crystal Palace, and now against Nottingham Forest. And it looks like Arsenal will be getting the win no matter what. His 5th goal in the Premier League. But Arsenal, they almost lose this one to Nottingham Forest, or drawn to Nottingham Forest. But they somehow managed to hold on. But I think Smith-Rowe deserves a bit of credit, because he scored that match-winning goal. Saka scored a brace. A bit of teamwork performance from Arsenal. They didn't rely much on Gabriel Jesus. So that's all it works off. So Arsenal 4, Nottingham 2 as a full-time score. Let's take a look at the highlights here. And obviously somehow Aurel Mangala managed to stay off from the offside trap. But in the 55th minute, after this goal from Arsenal, the equalising goal from Arsenal, Kai Havertz actually got Arsenal in front with a weak foot goal, I would say. And then after another equaliser from Forest, a wonderful, oh my goodness, a wonderful play from Bukayo Saka. Skills Matt Turner and scores. And then, to wrap up the game, a wonderful assist from Gabriel Jesus, passing it to Smith-Rowe, and Smith-Rowe finds it into the net and scores an insurance goal at the stroke of the 90th minute. So we're actually going to take a look at the match facts or match highlights, because this is actually going to be one of the highlights. Bukayo Saka is actually going to be in one of this one. This is probably one of the best goals in Arsenal's match. Saka skilling the player and scoring what could be the best goal for Arsenal. Skills Matt Turner. He actually embarrasses Matt Turner right there. And scores the goal. And without further ado, let's go to post-match interview. And in the 75th minute, Man City and Burnley are currently level.
Some questions regarding the match.
It looks like Arteta's happy. He knows that the title is actually within their hands after that win against Forest. A great win and a great performance from Saka. Of course, Saka's performance and his goals were what caught the eye, but I think it's important to credit the rest of the team too. At Arsenal, we know we're all in it together. Looking at form and looking at the table, Arsenal will always favourites against Nottingham Forest, and 2 goals to the good tells its own story. Was that as simple as a win you thought it would be? Sometimes you just have to be ready to scrap, to work, make runs, battle for headers. You wear down the opposition, and that's what happened today. The boys put a lot of hard work, and that's what it does. That's twice you've beaten Nottingham Forest. Do you think you've proved you've got better players, or is it just that you worked out a way to play against them now? I have a lot of respect for Nottingham Forest, of course, so we always think carefully about how to set up against them. But once the game kicks off, it's also about the players. So, yep. This sadly ends the game which we really love. Wonderful goals and such. And looks like we're in the January transfer. So, yep. But our next game is going to be a very crucial one. Let's go to calendar, as there is going to be pretty good and interesting games. So our next game is against Liverpool, but this time it's at home. But yeah, looks like we're actually in the transfer deadline. So we're actually going to make some pretty good changes here to the squad. So yeah. So let's derail another team's transfer plans by stepping in to slub a player in the last minute. So I'm actually thinking of getting a good player though. So yeah. So we're going to talk about the transfer deadline day. We're actually going to do that at the start of next episode. So don't worry about it. But our next game is against Liverpool, if by chance if we're versing them. But let's take a look at the inbox. Saka seems low. Don't worry about it. And Aaron Ramsdale's happy. So yeah. But I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our next episode. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, we somehow scraped another win against Nottingham Forest, and it was pretty interesting. So yeah, a wonderful brace from Bukayo Saka and a goal from Emil Smith-Rowe, and Kai Havertz probably capped in a pretty good display. And yeah, that's all I got to say here. So well, I mean, it was pretty heat. It was like at the heat of the moment where Arsenal, they almost lost the match, but a good teamwork. They were not relying on Gabriel Jesus, and that's the reason why they managed to win the game. Because relying on their star players is basically like a star player basically helping your battles when you can't do it by yourself. But that's not what Arsenal did. They actually went and did their own performance, not relying on Jesus, and scored their own goals. That's what Arsenal's all about. Always credit to the rest of the team, not just Gabriel Jesus or Saka or Odegaard. But anyway, I really hope you enjoy this one. Our next episode, we're actually going to do the deadline, the transfer deadline. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if things are going well. So I'm actually going to think of making some pretty good signings here, see which is the best. So yeah. So I really hope you enjoy this one. And yeah, it's Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.